Well, happy Halloween. Thank you so much for joining us on Channel 3 here at noon. First Alert Meteorologist Tyler Hughes here. And this Halloween is also a First Alert weather day. We're tracking gusty winds that will be in place throughout the day, especially later this afternoon and this evening for trick-or-treating. The good news is the wind that we had yesterday and today finally begins to lighten up tomorrow. So tomorrow, still on the breezy side, but not as windy. And then Sunday is when we really begin to see the wind die down and we'll get more sunshine in the mix as well. So the weekend forecast is looking pretty good, all things considered. Right now, though, take a look at satellite radar. You can see that the system that brought us, in some places, 2 to 3 inches of rainfall yesterday evening and overnight, that has since lifted out of here, and we are mostly dry. In fact, First Alert live Doppler radar, Connecticut's only live radar, is scanning mostly dry, maybe picking up on some patchy drizzle in the northern part of Tolland County right now. So if you're north of Tolland, just keep in mind that you may see a little bit of drizzle within the next hour or two, but most of us will be totally dry through the rest of the afternoon, and the wind is really the big story here. And so we have a wind advisory in effect, not just for all of Connecticut, all of southern New England. This afternoon through tonight, we're expecting wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour possible. Futurecast picking up on these wind gusts really peaking around 5, 6 o'clock or so. So right as those kids are out trick-or-treating, and they will continue through this evening. So something to keep in mind. A live look right now on our camera in Old Saybrook showing you Old Glory flapping around in the wind there, and it is going to be a really gusty afternoon. So one thing of note, especially with Halloween, if you have any Halloween inflatables or anything like that, you may want to take those inside, or any other decorations that could blow away relatively easily. There's also lots of clouds around, and that means temperatures will sort of remain in the low to mid 50s throughout the afternoon. Eventually, around trick-or-treating time, we'll drop off to the low 50s. So the trick-or-treating forecast, aside from a bit of a gusty wind, isn't all too bad. We remain dry. Temperatures will be in the low 50s for the most part. But keep in mind, the wind may make it feel just a little bit cooler out there. So parents, if you're headed out trick-or-treating, you may need that extra jacket layer on, and maybe the kids want to wear a long sleeve under the costume just to keep warm. If you remember last Halloween we got up into the 80s for high temperatures. This Halloween, that is definitely not the case. The weekend is looking pretty good as well. We eventually get in on more sunshine as we go through the weekend, and high temperatures will be in the middle to upper 50s. A bit of a breeze again tomorrow, and then by the time we get to Sunday, we really begin to calm down on the wind side of things. The good news is pollen count remains low, so you should be good to go on the allergy sort of things. And keep in mind that this weekend we fall back. The clocks go back 1 hour at 2 a.m. Sunday. That means that sunset tomorrow is at 5:44 p.m. and sunset on Sunday will be at 4:43 p.m. So it will be a bit of a noticeable difference. Here's the 7-day forecast showing you by Monday, we climb to the 60-degree mark. Monday evening, that's when we have our next chance for some shower activity. But we clear out by Election Day. Election Day, it looks like the wind returns as well, Kara.
Tyler.